What is going on, guys? Flickify here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be starting an exciting new collaboration series that I'm doing with a number of other FIFA career mode YouTubers, and those YouTubers do include BModestGamer, iGamingHD, Guardy FIFA, Jack or Jay Yakers, Rich Lee, and T-Ray All Day. All of their channels links are in the description down below, so go ahead and subscribe to their channels, check them out, and all that good stuff. But the collaboration is going to be called a survival career mode. We've taken the lowest rated teams in the Barclays Premier League. The team I got was Burnley, probably the lowest rated and the team with the fewest expectations. I think that's the consensus within our group, but I'm excited to use them. And basically what we're going to be doing is simulating matches. The settings are on legendary difficulty, strict financial strictness, and each episode we're going to be simulating 5 matches. At the end of each episode, we're going to be having a discussion with everyone in the group, talking about how we thought our team did and all that stuff. And then starting with episode 2, at the end of the episode, the team with the fewest points is eliminated, unless that is someone gets fired by their board. If that's the case, then everyone else is safe. And if you're eliminated, then the series is done for you, and we'll see who does survive the longest, thus the survival career mode. And in the case that there is a tie, we're just going to have a quick sim-off to decide that. But like I said, the team I'm going to be doing is Burnley, so let's check out the squad. Alright guys, here is the Burnley team that I have to work with. And obviously, I'm looking to improve in a couple areas, particularly in this defense. I think Jason Shackell is a very solid center back with 74 rated, being one of the highest players on our team alongside Danny Ings, who I might keep, I might sell. It depends what kind of offers I do get in. But I really think we need a lot of work in the defense, and then a lot of work in the midfield, particularly in the center mid position. So kind of what I plan on doing for this career mode series is that I'm just going to be looking for very talented young players that play for notable teams that I might be able to pick up on loan. I really do have to start thinking about the short term rather than long term, so I'm okay with loaning players rather than buying them, because if you guys see the budget that I've got, I don't have a lot to work with. I'll even move my current budget split to something reasonable, so really we only have about 6 million to work with if I were to play normally. So rather, I'm just going to change my budget allocation so that I have a ton in the wages, and I should be able to add some players on loan. But let's take a look at my short list of players. So guys, here is my short list. Generally speaking, I look for really old players that are near retirement, and also really young players that have decent overalls, about 75 or more. So De Sanctis is really the only goalkeeper I've looked at. I'm pretty okay with our keeper that we've got, Tom Heaton, but if he does accept an offer, I might try to pick him up. John Stones, Kurt Zuma, and Distan, as well as Jimenez, are the center backs I'm looking at. Hopefully I can pick one of them up on loan, or maybe Distan on a transfer. I'm also looking at Suso here. He might be a good pickup for us on that right-hand side. Oliver Torres, Frank Lampard, Højbjerg and Adnan Januzaj, as well as Timo Werner, are the players I'm looking at in the midfield here. And then at the strike position, I'm looking at Di Natale as well as Angel Correa. So we'll kind of see what offers we do get in. I'm all going to be doing this in one take. There's no going back. Once I get going, we have to start simulating, and there's no loading up a previous save. So we'll see how things go here. Alright guys, I've moved forward a couple of days, and I've sent a number of enquiries as well as loan offers. I'll show you guys what teams have accepted the loan offers and what the enquiries are going to be. But here's our league objective, and basically Burnley just wants us to avoid relegation. So I don't think I'm going to be fired from the team this season. Rather, I just need to finish higher than some of the other people that are participating in this series, and we'll see if we can get past the first round. If we do, I'll be happy with that. So we'll delete that, and we'll show you guys the enquiries that I've sent. So I think Frank Lampard might be a player that I can maybe pick up, only 140,000, so we might be able to pick him up on the transfer. Di Natale is a bit of out of our price range. Distan, I have a feeling that Everton might be able to sell him for very, very cheap because they're willing to listen to any offer. De Sanctis is out of our price range. John Stones, that wasn't accepted. Kurt Zuma was not accepted, but Milan was accepting the offer for Suso on loan. Porto accept the offer for Oliver Torres. Manchester United accept the offer for Adnan Januzaj. He is going to be the first player that I do add right here because I think he's the most talented out of this bunch, and we'll accept that offer straight away, and we'll check out some of these other loan offers. So we'll get out of this screen, and then we also have Jimenez on a season loan offer. I'm going to accept him as well because we need a lot of work in the defense, and I think he's about 75 rated. So really not too bad for the wages, only 40,000 per week. And then we've also got Angel Correa on loan for the season. We're going to accept him as well because we do need some work at the striker position. So we'll add Angel Correa right there. And then that should put 2 of our strikers at about mid 75s. And then Augsburg have accepted a loan offer for Højbjerg, only 5,000 a week for him. So we'll accept him as well. And that just leaves Oliver Torres and Suso. We'll maybe add them later on, but it depends on what transfer offers we'll receive. So we'll stall for now and check out our first transfer offer for David Jones. It's going to be 1.1 million from Hull City. We'll see if we can pick up maybe 1.6. I'd be happy with that offer if we do manage to pick that up from Hull City. We have a loan offer for one of our strikers, and I'm actually going to accept this so I can free out some more wages. That'll free up about 10,000 in our wages, which every bit counts for Burnley, and I don't see us playing this guy too much. Well guys, it looks like Hull City is not willing to accept a 1.6 offer for David Jones, but rather a 1.5 offer. So we'll let him depart the club for that, and we'll add a little bit more for our transfer budget. Since we do have some more funds now, I'm going to accept this Oliver Torres offer. I think he's going to be a great addition to the team in the midfield. We've had 2 big transfer offers accepted from New York City FC and Everton. So we'll start with this Frank Lampard offer, 100,000 for us to pick him up, and he's only on 9,000 a week for wages. That's so cheap, guys. So hopefully we can pick him up on a 1-year deal, crucial first team player, and we'll see if he accepts that. And we'll take a look at this Everton offer we've got for Sylvain Distin. He's on 40,000 a week. That's a bit out of our price range. And for now, I think I'm not going to accept that because that is just so much for his wages for a 36-year-old. And it looks like Frank Lampard has accepted our contract offer. That's going to be a huge addition for us. And now we really do have veteran leadership in the midfield. We've got another season loan offer for one of our younger players that probably won't get any play time. So we'll accept this and free up some more wage budget. I decided to just simulate these friendlies because they don't have anything to do with this series, and my only hope was that none of our starting players got injured, and that was the case. No one got injured, and we actually had some decent results. We won against Monaco, 1-0 at home, and then we won 2-0 away against this team, and then we drew against Real Sociedad 1-1 at home. So my expectations are starting to rise for Burnley. They might be a decent team in regards to simulating. Alright, we are about to go into our first match that we're going to be simulating in this episode, but this is the team that we've got. I'm pretty happy with the improvements we've made. Pretty much all our team is in the 70s now, and quite a few of them are in the mid 70s to upper 70s, so we still got Tom Heaton in the net for us, and then we've got me on the left back, Shackle, Jimenez, and then Ward. We're going to wait until we've got Trippier back at the right back position. He's still a little bit injured. Then we've got Boyd, Lampard, Torres, Januzaj, Danny Ings, and Angel Correa. Overall though, I think this is a massive improvement from where we started. But then again, my expectations are not too high because our first simulated match is against Chelsea. What a way to open up the season, but we'll see how we do here. Maybe we'll score a goal, or maybe we can even pull a point. A yellow card to start off for Mikel for Chelsea, and it's still 0-0. We'll see if we get any action here as we get close to the end of the first half. Still 0-0. Boyd picking up a yellow now, and we're jumping forward to the second half. Still 0-0. What is going on against Chelsea right now? Can we get the winner? Can we get a draw? Honestly, 1 point would be huge. Danny Ings getting a 75th minute goal. Can we hold on? Oh my goodness. We've beaten Chelsea in the opening match of the season. What a start for us. I have to go over the settings, show you guys that I am on Legendary, and I can't actually believe we beat Chelsea. This is my first go around, and we'll go over to the office, check out the settings, and as you can see, we're still on Legendary difficulty. I don't know what to say, guys. Another season loan offer for one of our players, and as I usually do, I'm just going to accept it so we can free up some more wages, and that way we can add some more players that are higher rated. Got a transfer offer here from Matt Taylor. Although he is one of our better center mids, I'm going to accept this and free up some more wages. And it looks like we now have another loan offer accepted for Suso. We originally had it accepted, but we just didn't have the funds at the time. But since we loaned out a couple of players, we can now add him to the first team. And we'll take a quick peek at Suso. He is 74 rated, so definitely an improvement from the 71 rated player that we had before. Alright, our next simulated match is going to be against Swansea. And since we beat Chelsea, I have high expectations. I always have trouble playing against Swansea when I actually play the matches, but simulated matches are completely different, and our defense is just holding so strong. We still haven't allowed a goal so far this season in 3 halves thus far, and Lampard picking up a yellow now. We're in the second half. Oh, and Swansea now have the lead. Can we get a goal back and maybe get a draw from this match? Duff does come on for Jimenez, and Correa picks up a goal for us. Can we get the late winner? No, but we get a draw against Swansea. That's 4 points in 2 games. I'm all right with that. Guys, we have such a tough break in these opening matches. Our next match is against Manchester United. They have picked up 2 draws, so technically we are ahead of them on points, but we'll see if that can replicate here in this match. Herrera picking up a yellow card early on. Maybe he can get a red card in this match, and that would definitely give us a big advantage. Danny Ings now picking up a yellow, but Vokes comes on as a sub and picks up another goal, but Rooney ties it up. Oh boy, this is just insane, guys. To be honest, I'd be happy with another draw in this match. I mean, Manchester United, they're a solid team, and we pick up another draw, still undefeated in the Premier League this season. And we're now in transfer deadline day. I don't really plan on making too many additions. We'll take a look at our wage and our budget. We don't have too much to work with, but if an offer does come around, I might just take it. Well, guys, I just lied to you. I'm going to pick up Timo Werner here for very, very cheap on a loan offer. He's only 5,000 a week on the wages, and he can come on as a super sub for us and maybe even fit in as a first-team player. Our next match is going to be against Crystal Palace, a fellow team that is participating in this series. I think Jay Yakers picked up this team, but they pick up a goal early on. They miss a penalty. That could have been 2-0 for Crystal Palace. I'm kind of surprised they started off as well as they did because they haven't really been doing that well in form, but Januzaj picking up a goal, and then Crystal Palace gets a goal back through Williams. I can't believe it. Are we going to pick up our first loss? Lampard out with a red card. Oh, things are just going downhill in this match, guys. Can we get a draw out of it? And no, we can't. We lose this one 2-1, and Lampard is out for our next match. Our final simulated match will be against Sunderland, another team that's participating in this career mode. I believe T-Ray all day did end up with them, and Rodwell picks up the first goal. Man, we're conceding so many early goals, whereas at the start of the season, we were keeping clean sheets, and I think our form is just not where it needs to be. But an injury there for Sunderland. Hopefully we can get a goal back and maybe salvage a draw out of this one. I did have to make some substitutions because player form was just not where it should be, but we're 75 minutes in and still 1-0 to Sunderland. Can we get a late goal here? And we did pick up a late goal through Vokes, but it was Bridcut who managed to get the second goal for Sunderland. We lose this one 2-1, and I believe that'll put us on 5 points out of the last 5 simulated matches. But to be honest, I'm pretty happy with how we started. Not too happy with how we ended, but we still have another 5 games to go in the next episode before someone does get eliminated. So I'm curious as to see where everyone else finished, but we'll jump into that here with the conversation with all the other guys. Alright guys, the group had a small change of plans and will be postponing the Skype call until the second episode, so look forward to that. But I'll leave you guys with the league table after 5 matches. If you have any suggestions for me personally in this series or the series in general, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.